Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a pack review. Obviously, we are comparing the new Matein Travelers pack against the lunch pack. So we did a full review on this lunch pack. I've had it for I think about a year now. I've used it multiple times. So at the end of the review, we're going to compare the two and which one I would travel with moving forward. But let's start with going through the Traveler pack. So let's jump into it. All right, so let's get into reviewing the Traveler pack specifically. So 40 liters, I have notes here that I want to make sure I cover. So Matein sent me this again, so just a heads up, they asked me to do this review. So as soon as I got it, I was heading to a trip to Cancun. If you didn't check out that review, the HaulYT Ziva, I stayed in Cancun, the resort, go ahead and check that out. It's a 3-part series. So as soon as they sent this, I was actually already planned to go to Cancun, and it was a perfect opportunity to travel with this. So I was down there for 8 days, got to fly out of the country, and essentially what both these packs do is carry all of my recording gear. So with that, I was able to, carry my GoPro, all the accessories, all the handles, microphones, everything I take either in one of my backpacks, and I carry that with me so I don't have to check any of that because I want it on my person. So lots of compartments, just like the lunch pack. There is a ton of compartments here, which we're going to talk about. So just remember, with Matein packs, they have a lifetime warranty. On their website, check it out. It talks about what's covered, what's not, normal wear and tear, things like that, and the differences, but they do have a limited lifetime warranty. So essentially, this is $49.99. The lunch pack, when I reviewed that, was $39.99. I believe that's still the same price on Amazon. This is on Amazon for $49.99. 40 liters. It can hold a 17-inch laptop in the back here, so it does have a laptop compartment. One thing I will say about Matein packs that I love, it has the double zippers, just like the other ones. So, if you open up the back here, it can have has a nice neoprene soft and a Velcro strap here, but can hold up to a 17-inch laptop, which is really, really great because that's, usually the largest that people travel with. The interesting thing about this one is it has a shoe compartment. So if you look on the bottom here, and you can see there's 2 ventilated holes, you can actually, being a traveler pack, you can actually fit shoes into the bottom of here. They says you can hold up to men's 12 size shoes. So that's pretty interesting. Don't see that a lot on a pack. A couple other, it has an anti-theft lumbar zipper here in the back. So double or triple padding on the back here when you're traveling, and then this anti-theft kind of lumbar compartment, which is back here, which you could keep, personal items, passports, things like that if you wanted to. That'd be tight against your back, so you don't have to keep them out here on zippers facing the outside world where people could zip them down and, grab stuff. So those are the main unique things: is the shoe compartment, 17-inch laptop, and then the anti-theft lumbar. It does have this really nice strap that you can put over your handle on your carry-on or your check bag, so you don't have to carry this on your back the whole time. I like that. Nice padded straps. Some plastic here, not a huge ordeal. Has the back compartment, has a main body compartment as well. And you can see it, opens up full. So this is unlike the this backpack where it only has like the 3/4, the lunch pack has like the 3/4 zip. This fully opens so you can lay it out almost like a suitcase, which makes sense with the Traveler. So this is, your compartment from the shoes in the bottom. Has an internal zipper inside this main compartment, and just like the lunch pack, you can attach your external battery pack to this cord, shove it in the bottom of this, and it has a port on the side that you can USB into. So mostly an open vessel, but it does have this one-sided compartment on this big open space. So we'll zip that back up. So besides the laptop compartment, has the big open compartment where you could put books, clothes, whatever you need to do. So then it has this other front compartment. This is probably a half zip, and this is really, It has, you know, multiple sleeves here that you can slide into. It has the zipper compartment here with the mesh, has 2 pen holders. This is kind of like your normal backpack setup where you would put pens, maybe notebooks, keys, anything you want to keep kind of compartmentalized, and it has a big vessel here, or a big cavity here in front. But this is kind of your main area where it's going to have multiple compartments so you can actually organize some of your stuff, which is nice as well. And then, you know, each of these have the nice Matein ghosted font here inside of the fabric. On the front here, I really like these. I like these 2 zippered compartments. A little small, you know, but I put like earplugs, things like that. I had my extra external battery inside of these, but 2 front compartments here that are kind of like a vertical zip, and then it has a horizontal zip as well that you can use and load up on the front. So if you don't want to get into all of your other stuff, you can use just these front 3 compartments for like your necessities, right? Headphones, cords, earplugs, all that kind of stuff that you want to grab very quickly without having to dig through everything else. Mesh compartment here on the side. I do have a, whatever this is, I think a 36 YETI. I think it's 36, maybe 32. So that really doesn't fit inside of here. That's not gonna go. So this specific YETI is too thick, too wide for that. So you're gonna need something thinner if you're gonna use it as a water bottle. When I use this, I'm pretty sure I used it for like GoPro, my different GoPro handles. I think I had 2 in there that were actually being held in there. But yeah, so that's kind of all the compartments. There's nothing on the other side. There's only one for the side kind of water bottle canister. But so I want to talk about, like, you know, what I liked, what I didn't like when you compare this to we'll bring in the lunch, right? So you got the lunch on this side and you have the traveler on the left. I have a couple notes here I want to make sure I cover. So when you're comparing the two, the one thing about the lunch pack is even when you put a lot of weight in here, it holds its form, which I really, really like. So this stance is kind of the stance you get even when there's a good amount of stuff, because it has a wide set and a wide kind of, I'll say wide body, that it holds this structure. This, when you start loading this up, this can push in. And because you're having weight in these front pockets and everything, just realize that it doesn't hold the shape as well, because this is a little bit more structured. It's like heavier canvas. This is more of like a nylon. So this is also, this is water repellent nylon material. Yeah, so I want to make sure I cover that. So this is water resistant. This is water repellent, a little bit different. So structure is a big thing for me here. I like the structure of the lunch pack. So pulling things in and out of, you know, very similar, but when you have to get deep into maybe the back cavities of the lunch pack, it's easier because it's holding its shape. The one thing I would say is I do like the 3/4 zip on the lunch pack, but being able to fully open this like a luggage is great as well. So that's kind of preference on whatever you're into. Storage, there's a lot of storage similarities here. This has a ton of compartments, this has a ton of compartments. They're just kind of different, right? So they both have, you know, the lumbar zipper. This has dual pockets on the side that close. I really like that. This only has one and kind of an open mesh, but this has more front pockets for storage, and compartmentalizing this only has really 2, you know, with the lunch compartment and this top compartment, and then the big cavity. And the big cavity has, you know, 2 slots in the back. This has multiple compartments, but they're not as manageable. They're a little bit more loose. So more backpack-esque. This is more, I feel like compartmentalized a little bit more. So just a heads up there. And then nowhere to put patches. I like having the ability to personalize with the patch storage. This also has the mole gear and the mole webbing on the front. This does not. This has rubber feet on the bottom, which we've talked about before. I like that as well because it keeps it up off the ground, doesn't get dirty, doesn't get wet. This does not have those. And this is more of a traditional backpack for work and school. This is, I think, a little bit different. It's a little more heavier duty canvas type material. The one thing I will say with the structure, this is easier to get underneath the seat in front of you while you're flying because you can kind of compress and squeeze. This holds its form, which I like, but is a little bit more difficult when you're dealing with, you know, airplanes and things like that and shoving things under seats. So, you know, if for traveling, I have both. This would be kind of more of a day-to-day. This is what I'm going to continue to travel with because I kind of have things figured out on where I like to put things. This wasn't as easy to do that because I have heavier things like rigs and arms and camera gear and things like that. So I'll probably be traveling long-term. Love both of them. They both did well. This is a ton of padding. This one's super comfortable, probably a little bit more comfortable than the lunch pack. So if you're looking for long distances, I'd probably go with the traveler pack. So that's all I have for the Matein traveler pack. Check it out. I'll leave the link down below for both, and I'll also leave the link for my review that I did on the lunch pack. Thank you, and we'll catch you on the next one.